guys? How we doing? Welcome to a very special edition of the Tell Your Friends podcast. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 3, here on Valentine's Day. This is How to Be Single. Drew DeSalle here coming at you, sitting across the table or across the room tonight from Mikey Jeet Cyberg. What up, Mikey?
Hey, how we doing? Happy Valentine's Day. We're live from the alternative studio, if you would, over here in the living room.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm really excited about this Valentine's. I usually don't have too many big plans for Valentine's Day, but this is an exciting night for us. We have a couple of great guests on.
Very special guests.
I'm going to introduce Ruth Lee and Molly from Boston and New York. Welcome to the show.
What up, girls?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
The lovely ladies. Thanks for joining us.
Love
for
it.
having
That's
us.
such a nice word.
This is a nice change of pace for us. We're not so used to talking to girls, but we wanted to get the female perspective on some hot topics in dating and the love scene around a city near you.
Yeah, I'm going to take the opportunity to crack a beer over here myself. Has everybody got a drink? Everybody feeling good?
I have a whole bottle.
How far down are you in that bottle so far?
Honestly, I got the big bottle, so we're like about 1/4 done.
A little Merlot, or what do we got?
Ugh, Pinot Grigio. I can't do red wine, really.
I got $2 Chuck red wine over here.
What's that?
It's where you go to a store and they have a barrel full of wine that's less than $2.
I would
Oh,
love
shit.
to.
I've never heard of that.
Mine
$2
was-
wine?
Yeah, $2 Chuck, guys. Get real.
Mine was $12, so
Jesus.
big
I think that idea was on Shark Tank, wasn't it? With the little one-hitters.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a few of those.
I should have gone box wine. That would have been really good.
Well, why don't you tell the good listeners a little about yourselves? Ruth Lee, New York, starting with you. What do you say?
Oh God, what do you guys want to know? I'm this is probably my most
Tell us about your love life.
Well, considering this is
What are you
probably
wearing?
Nothing. This is
I'm
probably
fully stark naked.
this is my most exciting Valentine's Day, so I think that should say a lot about my, what's going on in my life right now.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, but thank you.
I only sell myself short.
So
And
you're
then
a
Beantown's finest.
you're a single expert, Ruth Lee. We're glad to have you on here.
Ooh, expert.
Ruth Lee.
I think so.
We fancy ourselves over here as connoisseurs too, so I think you're in good company.
Who was saying the Barstool line before? Who said they
Me,
felt
I
like
love
the
bars.
girl?
I feel like Asa Akira right now. Yeah. And in both ways, porn star and barstool ways.
Hey, well, if we can live up to that wouldn't be too bad.
Hoping there's a story or two that's
Launching a
going to
new
follow from
career.
that comment.
All right, so we tried to set some kind of agenda. This thing looks like a train wreck, though. We got a zillion topics in here. Hopefully we keep the show kind of concise and on the rails, but I can see this one getting out of hand. Probably want to throw out a little disclaimer there. Language might kind of venture into different areas depending on who you are if you're listening. But if you don't know what to expect by now, then I don't know what to tell you.
So, Mon, it's a good time to hit the next button and listen to the next podcast on the scroll here.
I was going to say, it would now be a good time to drop the F-ball.
I didn't say anything. I don't think she's going to listen.
Does your mom listen to these? Oh my God, Mike.
She's heard a couple. She's not going to hear this one.
Okay. Please
All right,
no.
so Jeets, why don't you pick us out? Get us a topic here to get us going here.
I think we're on Valentine's Day. The whole theme of this podcast is really love. I think we can get right into it with the different types of ways to date. I mean, there's it's 2017.
Okay.
You got your apps and you got your old-fashioned way. What do you prefer? Do you fancy yourself in the game of the apps?
I am not an app guy. I had Tinder when it first came out and would just mess around with it with my coworkers when we go on work trips. I think I maybe met one or two girls on it and nothing crazy from it, What about the girls though?
Okay, I have never been on an app date, and I'm also a little bit scared to ever do that because I feel like, what if they look, see you, and leave type situation? Yeah. Also in the other sense, old-fashioned way, I'm always so drunk when I'm at bars that I feel like, that probably is not the great idea either.
So what do you think that happy medium is?
I don't know. I also was recently told that I'm very hard to approach, so
By a stranger. Have you met any guys on dating apps?
well, sort of, but I knew him from high
Yes, you
school.
did, Ruth Lee. Yeah, which you knew him
So-
prior to that.
So it sounds like haven't really tried on there. More the old-fashioned way. Go
Yeah,
out, go to the
I-
bars.
I went on I talked to this guy for a while, but I knew him from high school, so I feel like it doesn't really count.
I went on one Bumble date because Tinder
no.
guys were being
Yeah.
absolutely disgusting, would just say the most revolting things you could ever think of. Like, didn't
On
eat
the app
breakfast.
or
Yeah, like didn't eat breakfast this morning. Like, what do you think about me and you, or something like
Oh,
disgust.
wait,
Like,
someone
just
said something so scary about me about like wanting to get in between my legs. Like,
yeah, like turn to the original. It's like, who wants to respond to that? Like, oh, thank you so much. That's such a sweet, kind thing to
is
say
this
to a
at like
young
3
woman.
a.m.? Is this, you know what I mean? Is
No,
this
it's
like
like
drunk
7.
texting?
I got that one at work. Like, I looked at my phone and saw that I had a message, and I was like, hell yeah. Look at it under the table, and like my face was so red because I read that in a room full of all my coworkers.
okay, but question though
Jesus.
for guys, what about
Yeah.
Bumble? What do you want a person to say to you first, though?
See, I was going to ask you the same question because I think
I-
each of these apps has their own stigma.
Yeah, like you have to
Bumble
be
seems to be the
calm.
most respectable. I don't
Okay,
right
because
right now.
one
What are the
time-
big? Is there like a big four, or I don't even? What are the?
I'll give you a big 3. I'll
It's
give
Tinder
you.
and Bumble, right?
Actually, I'll give you a big 4. I'll give you the top 4 of dating
Yeah,
apps.
yeah, yeah.
J
I'll give you
date.
Bumble, which is where the girls talk first. We're not going to include J-Date in there.
Honestly, I went on a J date date because like, who doesn't like a nice Jewish man?
They usually have
I
some
like
money.
his
It's not a bad way to go.
Give us
Yeah.
let Mikey go. Give us the. What are the big few?
They have Hinge, which is mutual Facebook friends. That one's if you're maybe a little bit more serious.
I never got
There's
that.
OkCupid, which has an app, and then there's of course, yeah, I guess it's kind of like Match.com. But then there's also Tinder, which is your OG, your original dating game scene.
Are people
Tinder,
still
you're
on that
trying-
one? Like
No.
2017?
People are, I
Tinder's
think
just
people
for
are.
hookups. No,
I think it's just for like college kids and like maybe like right out of college.
or if you're just
Alright.
like super looking for a hookup.
I am not personally on that one. But I was going to ask you guys what you want to hear from us, and that's why I like Bumble. I like to put the pressure on the
so-
girls.
Funny.
Let me give you the little trick about guys and the first
Yeah.
line from girls.
I need to know.
You can say whatever the first thing that pops into your head is. If you're hot and we're interested, we are going to respond.
I love
Okay,
lamp.
so then
I
this says a
promise
lot
you.
because I don't ever get a lot of responses. So.
I never get responses, and I always
Well,
say
what are
like,
you rolling in with?
Wait, okay.
do you
so
like
one
corn as
funny-
much as I do?
Oh my god.
Which
Wait,
like
so
is a legitimate question.
funny story. Me and Molly were bumbling together, and we came across this hot guy named Ned, and we were on mine account. So I swipe right.
is
We
so
both
good.
like whatever matched, and so I said, "I love your school declassified guide," and he didn't answer. I thought it was funny.
That was so good. Come on.
I didn't even get it. He probably had no idea what that even was.
I
You
think
think
it
he
went over
grew
my
up-
head too.
With that name Ned, and no one ever asked him about his declassified school survival guide. Like, I don't think so. Grow up, boys.
Somehow I think we were just outside that. I know we're only 3 years older than you,
I
but I
think
think
I'm
we
too
were
old
just
for that.
outside of that generation for
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Oh
I think
my
that he was probably
God.
our age. I don't know. My age first of all is set like to like I think 39. So
The
Oh my
oldest
God.
you could crank it up to.
So what
Literally.
you said the Bumble one? That's the where the girls got to talk first,
The
right?
girls
Mike?
got to talk first.
and
Yeah.
most of them just like they just say okay or
They
something.
usually
right? Or
say
hey.
like "Hey" or "Hi"
Uh,
or "Hey, how are you?"
but
I
that's
also
what you
feel
said.
like
That's all they
weird
have to do.
emojis sometimes.
Right, all they have to do is that.
It's
Yeah, I like
hard
the emoji.
when
Or
the
GIF.
guy doesn't have anything in his profile because you have really nothing to go off of. So you have to kind of make strange, like, side
Conversation.
comments about his pictures. Like, wow, your dog's a golden retriever. Like, let's point out the obvious, you know? So, like,
Wait,
have
Molly,
something
what's
in your profile.
I don't have anything.
There's
Oh.
usually not much in the profile. Like, what are you gonna say? Oh, wow, you love pizza. That's so great.
No, I said the
I think
OG
that's
corn
exactly-
queen.
Well, that's a little weird.
All right,
It's not
so
gonna work if a guy
so
asks that.
The big tip or the big thing is have something in your profile. So let's pick something like, all right, guy has a Porsche in his profile. Is that like
No,
are you gonna
block.
be
You're
like
a
I'm
douche.
definitely swiping. I'm
Definitely
definitely.
no. Because
Although
you're a
I
big
could say that
douche.
I've
Let's
definitely
make this session
swiped
constructive.
right.
Let's all change each other's profiles around
Semi-ugly,
on the horn
but
here so
we're
we can kind of
probably
improve
rich,
our
swipe
lifestyles.
right.
Guys, I see a bright future for Valentine's Day 2018. It looks really good to me.
We are clearly on the right path.
Yeah, we just gotta change some things around. Maybe not go with the
I don't
whole
know.
corn line. Maybe let's avoid
Yeah.
any topic of
I don't
corn
know.
or.
You know, an icebreaker one I kind of like. I kind of like the fuck, kill, marry. I kind of like throwing that out there. It tells you something about people, I think.
Okay, what's your
Always includes
ultimate-
Rosie O'Donnell.
What's your ultimate though? Give me an example.
I always put Oprah in there for some reason, just because I
kill.
never know if I'm killing her or if I'm doing one of the others.
Well, you're fucking her.
Yeah, who else are you putting in that? Jesus,
I don't know.
Rosie O'Donnell.
That's why I think
Yeah,
it tells
Rosie
you,
for
tells you
sure.
something about people, you know?
That's true. You do learn a lot, and you could do it with like things too, like marry, fuck, kill, carrots, beans, and corn. You could throw your corn in there with that.
So you
No,
probably
that would
pick
just
the
be
fucking
perverted.
carrot.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to fuck the corn, but
No,
Wait.
Molly would though.
Guys, I just found
I think we're definitely off the rails.
I found a good one from a guy, Brendan.
Yeah.
His profile
McDonough?
said,
I was just gonna
Is this
say
right?
that,
Are you looking at this right now?
yeah, I pulled it up for you guys. Okay, so
Oh
it's
my gosh.
and Brendan, if you're listening, please message me back. It's been 4 days.
wait, 4 days. You said something to him?
So his profile says this is a little generic, but it said like Chicago, Philadelphia, Boston with like the airplanes in the
I
middle.
hate when people do that shit.
Okay, but
Like,
then
no,
he
Oh
put
yeah.
he put a quote from a show.
Bitch travels.
And I realized that the show was This Is Us. But if you didn't know the show, you wouldn't be able to say anything. But if you do, that's like a great way to bond with someone. So then I
I gotta
messaged him and I said, you like This Is Us? Like, that's fantastic. And then we talked a lot. So that was like a really good segue in.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
I can tell you
do
what mine
swipe
is.
Right, if people put The Office or Parks and Rec quotes for sure.
I'm swiping right now, guys. I might need to
Yeah,
log out.
we might find love here before this podcast is over.
Ew, I just matched with someone that I work with on accident. Shit. Fuck.
Let's move on from the app versus old fashioned way. I think we have an idea of what's going on in the app world. We could do a whole damn podcast on the apps.
Yeah, I want to get into some like
Absolutely.
good stories maybe, or
Yeah.
some good like
Why don't you
first
take the
person
lead here?
things. Should we do like any like awkward first date things maybe? Is that something?
Sure, I can.
I sure don't have
Already
any.
said that we've never been on a date, so
I have one. I
Oh,
just
I've
went
been
on
on a
one.
date. I just not on
Alright,
an
Who-
awkward
wait,
one.
not.
which one of you? Who's saying that?
Me, Molly. I went on one a couple weeks ago. We went to a dive
Alright.
bar. It was so scary. When I got there, he stood up. He was 5'3", which is totally fine, but his pictures made him seem like he was a lot taller. Then I
Is
sat
that
down.
what's I don't
I
I've
mean,
never
doesn't
met you in
matter.
person. Are you taller or shorter?
I mean, I'm 5'2", so it doesn't really matter to me,
Okay.
but like he
Okay.
was super, super short. And we sat down and he was like, "Oh, I hope you like beer. I ordered beer for you." And I was like, "Oh, that's perfect. Thank you." Like, sure, love beer. So I drink it and he
So
was
far
like,
so good.
he was like, "Do you know what that is?" And I was like, no, like it kind of tastes like Bud Light. He was like, "It's PBR." I look at the board. They're having a PBR special, 2 for $1. So I was like, sick, ill. That's the illest. So he was like, "You don't want to eat, do you?" And I was like, "No, because people are smoking in this bar. It's so gross." He was like, "Okay,
you
I
don't
didn't
like that?
I didn't think so," or something. So then he starts to talk about like how he really liked that I had all these dogs in my pictures. And he was like, "Do you ever think about stealing the dogs and like taking the people's dogs Ewok's identity and then like murdering them or something?" And I think he was trying to be playful, but like it was super scary. And then whatever, so it's going horribly. I'm wearing heels, so I'm like towering over him. I'm like probably 100 pounds more than this small little kid.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
obviously it's going horrible. And when the bill came, he like looked at me.
Oh, this is
The
bad.
bill was also $4.
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
just put down a 10. And he was like, "Oh, I'll get the drinks at the next place." And I was like, "Oh, actually, like I have to probably go. Like I work early." And he said, "I didn't come all this way to only go to like one place. Like I want to go to the place next door." So we go to the place next door. Somehow it gets brought up that I worked at Disney. And he said, "Let me guess, were you Gaston's little friend?" Who's like a little toad. If you don't know who that is, please look it up. Gaston's little friend. And then I was just super, super pissed. And then when I left, I went to order an Uber and he was like, oh, so I guess we're not gonna like kiss or anything. You're not gonna come back with me. And I was like, yeah, no.
Well, yeah,
definitely
probably.
not.
Let's go back. This seemed to
No, you
go well
called me
enough.
Gaston's little friend, so of course, yeah.
Wow, I
Gaston
didn't
from Beauty
realize
and the
like
Beast.
that stuff actually happened in real life. I thought that was
was-
just like in movies and shows.
And then I came home and cried and called Ruth Lee and smoked like
Yeah.
42 cigarettes and drank like 3 bottles of wine and was so
Wait.
late to work.
That
And I
I don't
never
want
am
you
going
smoking
on a date
anymore.
again.
That was bad, but
Nice.
follow up to that because I have a thing with with guys. Like I don't mind paying for shit, but if you're on a first date, like the one date that I did go on, it was someone from Sparta High School, and he was like,
Oh,
I, like,
just gonna
off-
throw the full skull.
that
name.
out.
I offered my card to split the bill just to be nice, and he accepted.
It is
and I
always
was
nice.
like,
Ooh.
oh.
Mm.
Hey, you're not supposed to accept it. That's the whole
And
rule.
also, my card I think got declined
You wanted equality.
because I had no money.
Oh my gosh! Wait, and it got declined. So then
Honestly,
he
that's
paid.
so
He had to
bad.
pay for it, right?
But like, how awkward! Like, I don't care about that shit. But it's like the first date. Would you pay? Both of
Yeah,
you guys?
absolutely. We're gonna have to find out offline who that was, by the way. And
I will tell you. Wait, but Mike, true because you always pay for me and Molly, and like,
Yeah, you're such a gentleman.
I know I've been
Aw,
so
look at
friend
that.
zoned over here.
Look at that.
Honestly, if you
I'm a
want
nice
to date,
guy.
like, we can.
I think that Molly's trying to go for Drew. I can see the sexual attention.
So I actually really like first dates. I don't know what it is. I think I just like figuring people out or like finding out like what they're excited
Oh,
about.
that's
I don't
so
know.
sweet.
I have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, like you're
Like,
discovering
you
the
just gotta-
person. That's so nice.
gotta
I think that's
embrace
really
the-
sweet.
Oh, see, I have nothing to.
And you're meeting new people and you get
Right.
to have new personalities and you can learn a lot about someone's life and maybe it's going to impact your life differently even if it doesn't work out.
Exactly.
But
It's
You gotta
gonna be
just
really
know
lovely.
that much.
Embrace the awkwardness, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a very positive outlook. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm all about the negative. So
Let's-
if you
yeah,
want
let's take a
that-
Yeah, let's
dive
start
back
ripping.
into-
Let's start ripping people. Let's rip on the guy who didn't pay the bill.
Yeah, that guy was a fucker though, Molly.
That's not good. All right, where else can we go to get a good story here? Should we go to like exes or what is this, family pressure or something?
X's and O's. I don't know, Molly. You had about 15 different topics on here during the day.
I just wanted to say that my ex threw a beer bottle at my tooth and it was broken and chipped and now I have a fake tooth. So we were at a bar. He did not
The
mean to hit
bottle
me with
chipped
it,
or your
but the
tooth?
bottle hit my tooth.
Like, scary
and-
and
Bad story.
That's like real assault.
No, he didn't like mean to throw it at me. Like it was kind of like a joke throw, but like that was a terrible, terrible, terrible day for me. I was an actual monster with one tooth missing in the front of my mouth.
I would actually love to see that though. Like
Shit.
you with one tooth.
Yeah. We do.
Sorry to hear about your tooth.
I
guess,
hear
but
another
thanks-
bottle of wine being poured.
Yes, number 4, guys. Catch up.
Hey, golf claps.
Not 4 bottles, for God's sake.
Okay,
I mean,
should
I
be in the
could
hospital.
do 4 bottles, but no, it's class number 4.
So, Mike, I want you to talk about. I think you've got a great line about long distance relationships. You know the line I'm talking
What
about?
is it? No, I don't.
What do you say when you're like, oh, those don't work or whatever? Long distance relationship.
Oh yeah. The long distance relationship is nothing but the fear of being alone. It's like we're gonna keep this going. We probably don't
the
like
flip
you.
side.
That's the fucking
Yeah.
nail on the fucking head.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
I've
there's
ever
a flip
heard.
side also. Because that's
Why?
like kind of the perfect situation. Like you don't really have to see them or talk to them that much.
I agree with that actually. I
Yeah.
like that piece of it.
Part of me definitely agrees with that.
Although you have to keep
Also-
awkward text conversation going.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
lie,
super
kind of stole that
sad.
from a KFC radio situation, but I feel the same way because I was in a long distance relationship for a while, and like you didn't really have to talk to them that much.
Right.
But I think that's so sad that people are so afraid to be alone. Like, what's the problem with being alone? I feel like people always say that. I don't want to break up with them because I'm afraid to be alone. Like, what a pathetic, like, sad thing to say. Like, just
Yeah.
be alone and be okay with yourself, and then you can offer yourself fully to someone that you really like.
INT.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to grab some of these Molly Ollerson quotes from this because you're just coming out with gems right now. of,
Thank you.
positive.
I
I'm
have a
gonna frame
lot of
some these on my
opinions
wall.
on this.
Wait, have any of you guys been in long distance though?
Technically,
No, not
maybe,
really.
but not for an extended period of time. I'll tell you this from personal experience. I've never seen any people that I know be in a long distance relationship that has worked out. The only ones I see work out is when there's like a specific plan, like I'm gonna move and get this job, or in a year I'm coming and we're getting engaged, or that's the only ones I ever see work.
I mean, I did it in college, and then I also did it when I was living in a different country for 4 months. It doesn't work out. Clearly,
Yeah.
I'm single, so.
So, case in point, didn't
You're
work
helping,
out.
you're helping prove the
It's
point.
okay. Just don't do it.
Okay, but it's a nice little
Molly?
side action every other
Wait.
week or whatever
Molly,
it is.
I need to know your favorite love lyrics in a Pitbull song, though.
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
Like, I'm
somebody
sorry, this
call
is
her out
like-
on that. Tell her
This
she
topic is like eating away at me because I need to know.
The love lyrics in the Pitbull song.
Oh, I mean, really, any Pitbull song could be interpreted really lovely. Okay, the first one is Everybody Fucks. I mean, that's an amazing song featuring Akon and David Rush.
Dude, Akon fucks heavy. I love him.
Like, I mean, the first lyric is Love Me Tonight, Girl, We Won't Meet Again. Like, that's like basically saying like a one night stand's gonna be great.
That's like
Don't
my
fight the
one
feeling
after
because
one.
love ain't a sin. That's beautiful. Let your body decide what it does. It's okay, baby. Like,
Are you on
damn.
like azlyrics.com right now?
No, I'm just reciting from the bottom of my cold heart.
It's just flowing.
I'll tell you, that sounds more like sex songs than it sounds like love songs.
But
You
it's
know
not the
what?
same thing.
I don't think Delilah's playing any Pitbull songs on her syndicated show.
She is the worst.
You know what? Yeah, Ruth Lee hates Delilah.
I
Delilah's
know.
out there. Ruth Lee's hated you since age 2.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up a arch nemesis of yours.
You really are digging deep, Mike.
I know. I'm
Also,
trying to
though,
find it out.
We are
Mr.
going
Worldwide.
to talk about this. Molly, shh.
Yeah.
I need to know full bartender at Row House story because I'm a little bit in on
Oh,
the conversation, but not
yes.
fully, and I've been trying to help.
Great story.
Okay, we didn't want to exactly drop the name of the bar on here, but I realized we left that in. I realized we left that in the show notes.
Right.
Oh,
That's my fault.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Can you?
It'll
edit
never
it
work out. You'll never hear this. We can move on.
Can you edit it out, Drew?
I actually can edit it out, but I don't know if I want to.
No, we can leave it in. It's fine. I don't give a shit.
Drew, stop eating. I can hear you eating.
There's nothing to really tell. You know, it's this girl. We've seen her a few times. There's a lot of chemistry, and I don't even know. And I'm going to ask her out at some point. I've never done
do you
that
like
before.
about her?
I've never asked out a well. I'll show you a couple pictures
She's
and let you.
No, intrinsic things. What do you like about her personality? Why do you like her? What are her life goals?
I don't know any of that. I barely said 3 words to the girl.
Yeah, this was a.
She's
So I-
just hot and has big tits. Clearly, is what
I've
he's
been
trying-
here. I don't know if that's
Hang
a-
on,
Come
folks.
on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let the man speak his piece.
Me or you?
You.
Oh yeah. So I've been here as a bystander. I've kind of see this happen. I would say several missed connections. That's how I would describe it. Like just like little like flirty
Mike.
things.
Everything's building up to this moment. I've never actually stepped out of my way to ask out a stranger. I feel like I need to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and do that.
Yeah.
So this is my opportunity. I think we're going to go tomorrow. So stay tuned. We'll leave a
Wow.
little cliffhanger.
The
I
day
think- I
after
think
the
Drew-
hang of the
Yes.
Valentine's Day, day after.
Yeah. There's like
You should have
like
last night.
rose petals on the ground. There's like a feeling of sadness the day after. I don't know.
Well,
But
I
Mike,
need
how
an
do you know
excuse
she's not taken?
for it. No
I'm
idea.
sure she is.
No idea.
I don't want to know. I scoured the
Do you see how that?
interwebs.
What-
Do you see how
what
that
does she
doesn't
look
even
like?
phase? Do you see how that doesn't even phase guys though? Guy, like that's not. That was in like
Yeah.
somewhere deep in the back of your head. But
I'm
like,
not saying she's going to leave whoever she's with and say, "Oh, well, look at this guy."
No, I mean, but you never think. You're never like, oh, that girl, she's taken. You never think that.
No, I think this girl is definitely taken. I have
Oh,
a
okay.
tough time believing she's
Oh,
single,
I'm
but
I'm the same way though, which means I'm.
we're going to find out.
Okay.
So I'll keep you guys posted. Stay tuned to next time this podcast.
Honestly, go tonight because it could be like
Go right now. Bring the
Honestly,
microphone with you.
It's packed. It's Valentine's Day. There's going to be 20 people there.
To all the dudes out there,
Love.
this is like the easiest night to get laid because every girl's like, "Oh my god, I'm so single," and then
That's
everyone's going
not
out
true
Tuesday
because
night.
there's some women out there who respect their body who are not going to just have sex with women because they have low
Yeah.
self-esteem
I
on
don't-
one day.
I don't
But
know
what a
that
what a
feeling.
sleazebag
Oh.
move that is for a guy.
Yeah, that's like taking advantage of a girl like a funeral or a wedding. It's like that's really rude.
So you guys are respectful. Sorry.
I see,
I think I
you're-
see what your
yeah,
point
You're
is.
making
I-
a great point. I'm sorry.
I think you have to shoot your shot. It's 2017.
I could go out tonight because I feel like maybe tonight could be the night I get laid. You know, it's like the easiest time.
I think you should definitely go out and do it. I want to say this. So
Go out by
I don't think so, Ruth Lee.
what about
you
the
guys
game? What about
This
the
is my favorite
games
topic, by the way.
between guys and girls? I think
do you
in
make
guys' heads, I think it like a guy would say it in his head like this, like the hotter the girl, the more of a game it is.
Oh, absolutely. The more you like the girl, the more of the game it is. So the
Yeah,
game,
you always want
my
what you
friends.
have.
Well, of course, but the game is the whole like playing the game and the kind of the back and forth. I'm talking like waiting an hour before you text someone back and maybe not even texting them back at all.
No,
Oh,
absolutely
yes.
not.
All these
how-
little head games.
And how
Ruth Lee's about the
terrible is
games.
it? How terrible is it? But to be honest, that's definitely something that really exists. Like that's
Oh,
a thought in
100%.
every guy's head, even if they don't act that way. It's like a thought in their head, like should I, maybe, or
I mean, from a girl's perspective too, though, like if a guy's like too eager and like playing it like so.
Hell yeah!
Ew, you suck. I literally like I hate you.
Like there's a reason that this guy likes me so much. He sucks. There's something I'm not seeing here.
That's how I feel. I'm like if a guy like gives me attention, I'm like there must be something wrong.
Guys, if two people
I think that
are
about girls too.
if two people
Like, oh,
are
there's something
happy
wrong
with
with the girl, I gotta get out of
themselves, they're not going to
Like,
play
are
games with you.
meant to
They're just going to be real.
Like this bartender at Row House. First of all, I've been saving this line all week. I'm just trying to buy my ticket to the game. I haven't even gotten in yet.
Oh,
Okay.
But if she turns around and starts liking me, like all of a sudden, I'm gonna be completely done with that.
Yeah, you're gonna be so turned off. I'm the same.
you guys
way.
need
I'm
to
like,
grow
"Ugh."
up about that.
So what's the appropriate texting cadence?
When you receive a text back, these games are such bullshit.
No,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna be.
god.
I mean, I play them and I play into them too. Where like,
see,
I
everybody
mean,
will be the first one to say it's BS, but then they'll also be like,
No,
yeah, but I kind of do
because
that sometimes.
If someone's gonna text me back right away and be like super like into me, I'm like, I hate you.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's just a guy thing. I think people in general are really bad at picking up like signals or something. You know what I mean? Like if someone's not texting you back, like that's maybe a sign that they're like not that interested. But like when you're in the moment and in that, it's like hard to understand or realize that. I think
Yeah, I think maybe
Yeah.
that's my issue because I've been ghosted a lot before. But I never like playing games. Like I'd rather be ghosted right away than like have to wake up every morning and live every day like, oh my god, is this person gonna text me? Like so dependent on them. I'd rather just be like, hey, okay, I guess not, or something like that. Like a couple like hours later or something, and then if they don't respond, then I delete them from my phone book and I move on.
I also
Bye.
love ghosting people though.
No, why would you ever want to do it to someone?
I love ghosting people.
It is kind of funny. It's one day you're having a nice, pleasant conversation. So maybe someone asks a question, and then you're just gone.
No,
Guys, Lee was dating someone for 6 months and ghosted him after
He
6
literally,
months.
asked, he literally asked me. He was like, "So, like, where do you see this going? Like, I'm really happy." Blah blah
I
blah. And
can't
I just straight up
respond.
stopped answering.
Oh man, that
Oh my
is
God.
nails on a chalkboard. Thinking
It's
about that
cold.
was like me or something.
I'm
Like-
crying. That was so mean when you did
Wait,
that.
like that was a text, and you just answered the
Well, he
text
was-
and never talked to him again.
It was like it wasn't 6 months, but it was probably like 4 months. And he was
No, but
like,
that was a text.
he texted me being like, "Where do you see this going? Like, I'm really happy with you." Blah blah blah.
She
blah,
met
blah,
the
First
blah,
of
blah.
all,
family.
first of all,
He met her
You
family.
can't send that in a text. You
Stop
can't send that in a
answering.
text. It has to be an in-person conversation. Put them on the spot.
And
Yeah.
I would have hung up though, like if it was, or like I
No,
would have
in person. What, would have walked away?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but hang
I
on
don't
a
know how
second.
to. I don't know how to
this guy
confront
texted you.
emotion. So
She
I
was
just-
very serious with him. That
You
was
see him
really
for
rude.
6
Okay,
months.
Molly,
He
we
texts
were
you
not
that, and then
serious.
You met his family and he met your family, so eat a dick. Yes, you were
He
serious.
thought we were serious, but I don't have feelings, so I. Don't
That sounds like someone who's afraid of commitment just pussied out to me.
ooh,
I think you both have the opportunity to find the man you're looking for.
ah,
You're just scared to
Okay,
commit.
But I don't want like a
that.
relationship.
yeah.
also
Okay, that's fair.
think-
Why
Yeah.
is that also a thing? I was on the phone with my friend the other day, and he was like, "You don't have a boyfriend?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Why? What are you, a lesbian?" And I was like, "Okay," because I don't want a boyfriend. I'm all of a sudden a lesbian. Like, what?
I
Like,
think that's
what-
him. That's him
What's
busting
wrong
your
with
balls.
you? Like, what's wrong with you that you have a boyfriend that you feel like you need to equate yourself to someone else? There's nothing wrong with me. Shut up.
You're right. There's definitely a social pressure, right? There's a little bit of social
That's what it is. The
pressure.
social pressure. I think of as we're getting older. Girls, I know Molly, you just turned the big 25.
Sure did.
My biological clock is ticking. The boys
Happy
here
B-Day.
are 27.
Thanks, guys.
Not getting any younger. And there's a social pressure not to be that 45-year-old getting blacked out on a Thursday night at the bar, and
That will be me.
you can tell who those people are. By the way, we're out all the time. I go, that person's definitely not married, even though they look like they're my dad's age.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kev, by the way.
It's
I
the
don't
best
know.
of two
Yeah.
evils because, like,
Kev, I
how
love
are
you if you're
you
listening.
going to live?
Let's hope not.
He will never look at me the same.
Yeah, I don't know
Are
how I
you
feel
guys-
about the social
Are you guys
person.
actively looking to be like in a relationship?
Good question.
That is a good question. I'm looking for the right. I'm still very picky. I think anyone would say that about me. I'm extremely picky, so I'm not going
What
to
turns
settle.
you off about girls? Like, what makes you like, oh God?
I like where we're going.
Oh, man.
Besides the like
I like where
texting
we're
or, like,
going
being
here.
too eager.
I will search every nook and cranny for some kind of defect.
I'm the same way.
Really?
Absolutely.
Wow.
If your hair is too short on the left side, I'm gone.
What are the
Oh,
most
I'm kidding,
prominent
not that bad.
traits? Like
Drew, I think
annoying.
you're looking for a relationship.
Oh, absolutely annoying. Yeah.
I'm looking for. I don't know. I'm like I'm tough. You know, I definitely am a little on the picky side. But I don't know. I mean, I like exploring things, and I like I was saying, like I like the first date, like I like that sort of stuff. Like that interests me. You know, I'll definitely give people a shot. I don't think I talk to an absorbent amount of girls. You know what I mean? Like if I meet a girl and I'm interested, I'm gonna go like ask her out. Like that's what I'll do.
We don't talk to many girls.
That's what I'll do. Oh.
What about looking for a relationship versus just looking for like consistent sex?
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, you want to have at least 4 or 5 on the Rolodex.
Really?
No, I'm not saying I have that. I'm saying that's ideal.
Wait, guys,
I'm not
truthfully,
anywhere near that, but that's what I'm trying for.
do people actually do that? Like, I feel like this is something that
Yes.
I always am like concerned about with my
You
friends.
have
Is
to have a rotation.
That's something
wait,
girls
is that
do.
real? I feel like it's not. I feel like
That's something
people.
girls do.
It's
My
real.
Bible of a movie is that awkward moment, and I think of that. like that's a nice situation that
Great.
those boys got
Oh
going.
my
Also,
God.
shout out to Zac Efron. I love you.
Yeah, my boy.
I just feel like people aren't looking for that. I feel like they're like looking for a relationship, and then you hook up, and then it like is awkward. You realize you don't like them or something, and then you move on.
Yeah,
Are people
that's-
actually just looking for like
no.
intimacy?
No, you don't. I don't think you want to go out
Intimacy
looking
is
for it.
not wanting to have sex.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's something to be said that like
I might be like on a different wavelength than everybody.
That's what I'm thinking too.
like some people definitely I would say it's wrong to think this way, but some people definitely go out and like I want a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it's
yeah.
like
Too much.
it's gonna be different with whoever you.
You guys don't
meet.
know anyone like that, do you?
Me. No, I'm just kidding.
I do. One of your friends, Mike.
Oh.
Don't name names.
I'm not going to.
Uh-huh. I was thinking along some different lines, but moving on. We're not naming names on this show.
Yeah,
Next topic.
yeah. I think people are. That's my point. I think people are sometimes looking for a relationship. They don't care who it is, but everybody's so different with this stuff. You know what I mean? You'll see a
Yeah.
couple and you'll be like, that person's terrible for each other, but it works
Yeah.
out because that's just like an opposites attract type situation. And then there's other people that are like great and similar. It's so different person to person. You know what
You
I mean?
guys know what I think probably happens to you guys a lot too, because since you're both really nice and like outgoing and personable, I feel like everyone, you feel like you're hitting it off with someone a lot, and you're like, wow, this is great. Like, we're really vibing each other, and then they like totally friend zone you, just in like the fact where like they definitely would still hook up with you, but like they don't want to be like in a relationship. They're just like, wow, you're so fun, you're so great, like let's be best friends. And then you're like, cool, I guess I'll just have another friend. I don't know if that's just me, but that happens to me all the time.
So if a guy's just trying to hook up with you, you're immediately like, no.
Yeah, I've never had a one night stand. Immediately, like, no, that's disgusting.
You've
Don't
never
disrespect
had a
me.
one night stand.
Never.
Good
Nope.
for you.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
That's out of you like making a stand on it too.
Yeah, and I'm not like a crazy feminist. I just feel like to me, like I just don't want to.
I also have a follow up to this question, not because of anything to do with me, but people that say that girls that have one night stands are of high numbers. What are your thoughts?
Oh boy.
Is that like a nice way to say like people are sluts, or what's the?
Well, I think obviously as you get older, there's a like a line graph. The more
There's a line graph.
there's an acceptable number. Acceptable number.
I mean, who really cares? As long as you're clean and you're not pregnant, I feel
Yeah,
like-
sure. I mean, if we're looking at like, if you told me like your number, and you don't have to say what it is, but if and this might make you feel uncomfortable, if you told me your number was like
Get a
60
I was
or
gonna say
something.
you better go very high.
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah, Mike, you almost just.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's
Molly,
what
I'm not at 60. My God.
all I'm saying is
I
there's a
said you
sweet
really
spot.
overshot there. Like, what were you thinking the answer was going to be?
He was just making sure he didn't embarrass you, I think.
Yeah, I didn't want to say, oh, 10. You're like, oh, shit. I don't know what the answer is, but
Wait, so what's the? I think we're off topic. What's the actual question? What do guys think of girls that have slept with a lot of guys?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I would think about it if it was high. There's a right number for
But
that.
what's high? What's high to you? And I don't care. You can say whatever.
Oh, I think
don't-
20.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, that's
I
kind of
don't. I don't want to
odd.
throw a number.
I don't know though. I don't know. You think?
I think it's more than the actual number is just the vibe, in my mind.
That's such
know
a
what I
good
mean?
answer.
That's true.
Like, yeah, do you seem like you're like throwing yourself at people, or is it just like you're exploring your body, you're just having a good time, whatever? Like, people live different lives.
I love a good vibe.
Conversation with
Love
one
the
of my
good
best
vibe.
guy friends, and he was like, "Well, I'm at 4," and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna just not say anything."
Yeah, I mean that's what I don't want to, because like I would feel bad, like I mean certain people are listening and stuff, like I don't want to make anybody feel bad if they're low or they're high on the like specific number thing. That's why I'm stressing. I don't think it's a number deal, but I don't know. I mean you might be right.
Guys are like that.
I think as soon as you graduate college or high school or whatever you want, whatever you get out of whatever your school is, and you start your real life, is like the history can't really affect you or it can't really matter to you so much. You know what I mean? Like you can't be like
True.
that girl dated. It's like obviously she dated like 2 or 5 or 6 or 10 other guys before you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I'm going to continue living a very strict don't ask, don't tell policy. I don't think there is a right answer. And if you start dating someone you don't want to know, I have no interest in knowing that information.
yeah, would you? Let's say you guys get married next year. You have your husband. Do you want to know how many girls he's been with?
100% yes.
Most
Yeah.
girls do.
Wow.
Of course.
I don't know why.
I don't even want to talk about it. Probably.
Oh, I'm not even going to go there.
I need to know, and I'm a psycho like that
I'm
too.
not
Like,
saying
I
the
will
number's
be like,
high. I'm just saying I don't even want to talk about it.
I need to know.
I'm
Nice
a
answer.
psycho.
But
the
that's
thing
it.
is
Girls
that
wanna
I
know,
wouldn't
guys
want
have no
I
interest.
I wouldn't want them to know my number, but I also not that
Oh,
it's
come
high.
on.
Okay,
It's a slippery
it's
slope.
fine.
Would you tell the truth?
Yes, I would, because honestly, it's
Do
not.
you think they would tell the truth?
It's not that bad.
Do you think the
that I need to
podcasting
lie.
audience would be interested in knowing that number?
Okay, Mike.
Oh
We're
my
not
god.
going there.
Stop. Wait, what's your line? Don't patronize her.
No, I would want to know, but also I feel like if you're gonna marry someone, you should know everyone.
For sure. You should know everything.
If it's someone that you're
that's a
just
good point.
dating, fine. But if it's someone that you're gonna you're literally marrying, you should know everything. I think.
Fair enough. I think you might have a warped view of marriage and the transparency that goes on with it.
Because
But
Mike, I've been on a weird side of like the marriage situation, so I think that you need to tell
Is
people.
that? I don't want to know that. We're probably the least qualified people to talk about marriage. I'll say that. I mean, we're not an expert in a lot, but we are experts in how to be single.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
All right.
What
So,
are s-
what
What
other?
are some expert tips then? If you
Yeah,
guys
what
are
other-
Being
experts.
married.
No, about
being single.
we're not getting into being married. We're at 38 minutes of this thing. We got to wrap this thing up at some point here. Let's get some good topics to close this thing
Yeah.
out.
Do we have another good story? Do we want to do some quick hitters? What do you want to?
What's a quick hitter?
Just like run down some questions of what you like about guys or not, or what we like about girls.
yeah, let's do
I
that.
would like some good topics about what you guys like about girls.
I like a
I'm gonna
subtle.
write them all
I like a
down.
subtle tattoo.
You like
Subtle
a
what?
Yeah, if you think like a girl's like a sweet, wholesome girl,
Yeah,
and then they have like a little tattoo on their foot or like the
Are you
back of their
kidding?
neck or
So
something.
that's such a weird thing to say.
That's
so
nice.
Not me. What about girls that look like Demon and Satan?
There's a type for that. Yeah.
girls that look like.
'Cause that's me.
Hey, everyone has the right person out there
No,
for
who
them.
was one of you guys was saying you were like, oh, you saw some picture and you're like, I like guys that wear salmon. Like you have specific things too.
Yeah,
Like Mike has this
Molly.
foot tattoo.
Me. Yeah.
All right.
I
Do you
said that.
have- Oh, I was like, wait, Mike, do you have a tattoo?
I have a problem.
Mike has a quote from Moody's Point on his foot.
That was beautiful.
What about tattoos on guys or earrings?
Yes, so hot.
Yes,
Full
100%.
sleeves,
If you
beard,
have,
like,
if you're
ooh,
covered in tattoos, yes.
yeah.
What about beards on
I think I'm gonna
guys?
get
Beards
one,
are
guys.
a must. An absolute
Yeah.
must.
Man
If you don't
buns.
have a beard,
I have a
you
beard. We
look
both have
like-
beards right now,
look like
kind of.
Elmer Fudd.
Mike,
Yeah.
I need a picture of you in a beard right now.
All right,
100%.
I'll send you the old Snapchat. It's not really a
Yes.
great beard. It's just like stubble.
What about
I
man
think-
buns?
Man bun's super hot.
If they can pull it off, Molly, that's aggressive.
Oh yeah, if you're like a weird music teacher looking like
100%.
a clarinet in your back pocket, no.
You're a music teacher.
Or if you like are a magician, like a man bun probably isn't the best hairstyle to choose. But
Okay, but what about girls?
Yeah,
Tattoos?
ask us.
Lower
I'm not a
back
big tattoo guy.
Drew, I don't
Lower
have
back
any.
tattoo
So.
Might as well be a bullseye.
Yeah.
Name that movie.
Yeah, I don't know about the tramp stamp. I'm thinking more along the lines like a subtle tattoo, like a girl who looks sweet. I don't know.
Oh.
It's like a surprise. Like, whoa, look at this.
All right, so the tattoo thing. What
Whoa.
else? So for some reason a weird thing, and it's not like the girl has to have this, but just something that I like. Girls with like decently long hair. I don't know. For some reason, the long hair, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Drew, my hair's like
I think there's a.
Hey,
do you
start
think
growing it.
What about some personality traits? Like I feel like we're talking a lot about appearances. Like what
Wait,
about
What's-
internal
Yeah,
things?
What's
yeah,
personality?
Yeah.
If they like a lot of my Seinfeld references and things like that, I usually gravitate.
These pretzels are making me
Oh,
thirsty.
no one even knows the lines. Yeah, that would work. Internally, I don't know, like, yeah, let's go back to the physical. That's more
Oh
fun.
my
to talk
god, you
about.
guys are such dogs. Like, come on.
Yeah, but physical's the more like the first thing that you see, so that's what you're
Right.
more attracted to.
Okay, we all know what they are. Great smile, great body, great boobs, great butt, like averagely thin, long hair.
I'll tell you what turns me off a little bit if you're too nice.
Yes,
Like,
Mike,
if you're,
I
like,
am your
doing, like-
type.
I know we got something going here. If like you're like like going on like, sorry church crowd, if you're going to like church every week, or if you're going to like do like community service,
Okay, we
That just
I
throws
do
me
community
off a little
service
bit.
every week, and I go to church pretty often, and I feel like I have a great catch.
What if about though you have like a decent like personality, but like you might have like a few physical qualities that are like nice.
yeah. I think at the end of the day, everyone's
We got a Valentine's Day phone call buzzing.
yeah,
in, I
someone's
can
going
hear.
all over. Oh, it's you.
It's not me.
Oh, it's me.
It's him.
I'm getting a phone call from Boise, Idaho right now.
Oh yeah, it's
Answer
one of
it
those
right
fake
now.
ones.
Put them on the
Everyone,
air.
Is that one
uh,
of your side hoes?
That's definitely a love connection. I'll have to get it on the DM
Man,
later.
we're all gonna have quite the year ahead of us with these little love stories that we have.
All right, guys, I'm going to tie a bow on it. I think it's been some funny conversation. I think we made some progress. I don't think any of us are any better or worse than we came here with.
I think worse, if anything.
Yeah,
I know,
let's go
it's
through and
nice.
say, Molly, what have you learned from all this?
I have learned that there are some great people in the world who are just single by choice, and they shouldn't feel bad about it. And when they meet the right person, it's going to be so great, and they'll be really happy. But until then, keep drinking, chilling, and fucking bitches. So sorry, Mrs. Cyberg, I said that.
That's a good way to go out.
Amen to that.
Ruth Lee, speak your piece.
But what I learned,
Yeah, just say
Then I'm like-
your closing arguments.
by far the worst person. I am by far the worst person on this podcast. So
That sounds more like an accomplishment than something to be mad about.
I
You know what?
take
We're
it-
all better for it.
I take it proudly.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Yeah, you do.
But Drew,
Well,
I
glad
think
we had
we're
you
gonna
on.
be best friends. So that's also another takeaway.
Yeah, we got to meet up. We got to do a Boston or New York thing. I'm in.
Might come to New York.
New York is easy. New York is easy. Boston, that's a little far.
All right,
Come on,
guys.
it's so much
flights.
more fun.
What did you guys
Late-
learn from us?
Yeah, come on. Don't try to
I
goodbye,
learned-
guys.
Yeah.
I've
He's
learned
like-
to keep doing whatever the hell it is I'm doing.
Nice.
Actually, I should probably stop doing that.
I learned to never have surprise guests on my podcast.
Nah, we'll have you back on. We'll see what the reaction is to this.
I don't know.
Please leave good comments and just
that's
do
my
I'm
that,
coming
Molly.
back whether you want me to or not. So
We got the link now.
yeah.
All right, girls. We got to keep it under an hour. We got to sign it off. Thanks for joining us, ladies. We got to have to get one or both of you at the same time again back on. Obviously, you guys are great. Happy Valentine's Day. Listeners, thanks for tuning into us, guys. Everybody, have a good week, couple weeks, whenever it is we come back on. Tell your damn friends.
Oh, and wish me luck tomorrow.
With what?
With
Date night.
come on.
With the girl, you
baby.